Do we have another contradiction in the Bible?
Do you want to grow closer to God? That's what this channel is all about. Through Bible study and evangelism. Please like, comment, subscribe, share it with friends, and let's get right into the video.
Okay, so we are in Matthew chapter 16, verse 28, the last verse of the chapter, and it's a little bit confusing if you don't understand what's going on. So Jesus is talking, and he says, "Assuredly I say to you, there are some standing here who shall not taste death till they see the Son of Man coming in his kingdom." What is Jesus talking about? Is he saying that he was going to return like bam, like that? Well, if you actually flip the page, turn to Matthew chapter 17, we see what's going on because Jesus, the transfigurations happens where Jesus comes in his glory. They see him in his glory. So that is exactly what Jesus was talking about, that the disciples weren't going to pass away. They weren't going to die before they saw this transfiguration. And not all of them. So that's why he said some will come. The interesting thing, if you start to ask people, do you believe in the Bible? Do you believe in Jesus? A lot of them say, well, I can't believe the Bible because of all the contradictions. Ask them this one question. Can you tell me one contradiction? You say there's a ton. Can you show me one? Well, most people cannot show you even one contradiction. What we found here could have been looked at as a contradiction, but most people don't even know of these things. They're just talking points that people will use to say, well, the Bible can't be real because of this, that, and the other thing. So really, if there are a contradiction, let's just talk through it. Let's actually look at what's going on. Let's try to understand from culture. Let's try to understand from language. Let's try to understand actually what's going on. Because that's what's important so that we don't sound like a complete idiot when we're talking about things. Try to understand. Context is very important. And when you're looking at things like this, picture even in our culture today. If I were to come to you and say, I'm so hungry I could eat a horse. Am I actually saying I could just sit down and start chowing on a great big horse? Of course not. It's an expression. We have to understand it with our culture to understand what it's truly meaning. And the Bible is no different. This was real people talking to real people. And we need to understand it like that. These are factual events that happened. And that's so cool. But understand what's going on. Dig a little deeper. If you think you found a contradiction, put it in the comments below. I'd love to talk you through it, talk about what was actually going on. I sure love you guys.